You want to make 10K a month in 30 days. That's why you clicked on this video. I am going to give you everything. I'm going to give you the same tactics I teach all my coaches like Robbie, who hit $45,000 in 1 month in online coaching, clients like Micah, who hit $7,000 in 30 days without taking sales calls. And currently, we are going to go meet Alex Hermosi and Sam Ovens because we won the school games. I'm going to give you everything, okay? Things that coaches pay me thousands and thousands of dollars for. Literally, I'm going to give you it all, okay? Like, if you can't just sit here and like literally hear me, I'm gonna give you the formula. You want to see more proof? I did something a little different in this video. Check down below with all my coaches that are winning. And if you want to join, if you want to launch your online coaching business, you need more of that direct help, go ahead and apply down below, and me or my team will reach out to you. So, client acquisition, getting clients in the online space, it's a lot easier and harder than you think. Okay, so what do I mean by that? It's easier in the sense of you have an audience right now, whether it's 10 people following you on Instagram, 1,000, 2,000. Okay, look, I'm gonna give you everything, and I'm gonna give you structure if you want to do ads or not. But I'm gonna start off if you don't want to do any Instagram ads, any meta ads. Okay, this is proven to work. Okay, so if you can stay with me and listen to the words, you will get results. Okay, so check us out. So it's never been easier before because nowadays you can literally just grab your phone and make a piece of content and not having to pay anything. Back in my day, right? Back in my day, kid, you would have to do commercials, billboards. It's very easy to get clients nowadays. But here's the thing though, coaches, a lot of times their methods are completely wrong. Okay. And that's why they're spinning their wheels and that's why they're not getting clients. Okay. So, let me go ahead and give you a lot of great, valuable stuff that you don't have to pay me anything for. And the people that are currently paying me are probably going to look at me and be like, yo, AJ, what the hell? Right? But I'm going to give it all to you. Okay. So if you have people following you, okay, literally the first thing you can do is number one, you have a great offer. Okay, let's say you craft an offer, right? In the sense of you're helping on, let's say you're a fitness coach, right? And you want to help people lose 30 pounds, right? Number one, you can be like, hey, I help people lose 30 pounds or your money back guarantee. Right. Here's the thing, though. I want you to understand it because you might have heard that before. So I don't want you to click off this video and be like, well, AJ, I've heard that before. But why not you do something like this? Hey, I guarantee results to all my clients or your money backs, right? Now they take action. You hop on a call with them and be like, yeah, this is how the process works, right? You're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do that. And then at the end of the 3 months, 6 months, if you haven't lost the weight or you haven't done that, right, you get your money back. But you're going to have to make sure that you're number one, you follow the check-ins, you follow all the steps. Right. So it's kind of like it's a guarantee, but it's called a conditional guarantee. Where in the sense of like you're creating a good offer to get them on the phone, right? But then you're telling them, hey, you got to make sure you do all this process. You got to make sure you do everything. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Whoa, AJ, I don't know. Then you know what that tells me? That you're not confident with your product. You're not confident, right? If you offered guarantees for everybody, right, and you firmly believe in your product, right, and especially depending on what your niche is, right, you can add your own stipulations. You can add all, like I have stipulations in my agreements with my coaches, right? It's like I can get all my coaches' results as long as they follow the program. If they do not follow the program, guess what? Now it becomes a problem, right? Because now they're not going to get results. Does that make sense? Right? But if I say, hey, you're going to enroll in 6 months, you're going to get blah, 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 blah. And if 6 months you don't get any clients, you follow every single thing. And if something's not working, then hell yeah, you should get a money back guarantee or whatever guarantee I gave you, or vice versa, right? Because your product should be good, right? A lot of times, and I made a video about it, if you want to check it out before the video that I made before this one, right? It's like really focusing on the product, right? But I don't want to get too much in the product stuff. If you want to hear more about it, there is my video. If you check my channel, you'll see the video there, okay? So we established that creating an absolutely killer offer, right? Money back guarantee, but then you get on the call, it's a conditional guarantee. Okay, what's the second thing you could do? The second thing is when you start creating content, right? People are liking, people are engaging, okay? This method has helped so many of my coaches win, and I hope you're still watching this, and I hope you're still listening, okay? Literally what you do is you grab your phone, right? You record a piece of content, people like it, people take action, CTA, does not matter. People message you, right? I'm sorry, people don't message you, they just like it, comment, whatever. You message them, okay? Literally, here's what I would do, and this just depends on what type of piece of content you do. You grab your phone, and I want you to try this, right? Because you're going to be like, oh, I don't know, AJ. No, it works, right? It works. You grab your phone, you pull it out, right? And then you can say, let's say this person liked your piece of content, right? You can be like, and let's say you're just like, you want clients, right? So you should be able to, you got to do this type of stuff, right? So you grab your phone and you say something like, hey, AJ, I saw you like my last video. By any chance, did you like it because you're trying to get result, or you're trying, or you're just showing support. Either way, let me know, man. Appreciate you. You see, I'm starting a conversation. You can do a voice note. It's fine, but literally these are my order of effectiveness when I do outreaching. Okay, custom video message, voice note, for the love of God, under 10 seconds. Okay, or just a regular message. Right? When you like, you gotta understand that when you're doing this type of stuff, that first initial message is extremely important. That first initial message is extremely important because depending on how the conversation started, right? That's going to determine if that person is either going to A, reply, or B, carry on the conversation, right? You want to give in public and you want to sell in private, right? But in order to sell in private, I mean, get them on a sales call, right? And talk all that stuff, you got to make sure that you do something to engage the conversation, because majority of the time, you're going to be the one engaged in the conversation. Right, you're gonna be the one doing this type of certain stuff that that you're like, oh, I want them to come to me. That's not the way it works. Sometimes they may follow you, they may hit you up, but you need to follow up with them. You need to do all that stuff, right? So literally, and if it's a comment, right, or they reply to a poll, literally you just saying, "Hey, AJ, I seen that you replied on my poll. Hey, let's say it's a poll about, hey, who wants to lose? I'm looking for 5 people that want to lose 30 pounds. Hey, AJ, I seen that you like my video about losing 30 pounds. Man, I appreciate 1000%. If you want to hear more how I can help you, just double tap this video and I'll send you over my Calendly link. And just to let you know, I do have a guarantee. If you don't lose the weight, you get your money back. Boop, send. There you go. And that's going to engage in more conversations. It's going to get people to be like, oh, wow, what is he talking about? Right? And they're going, how can I hear more? You send them a calendar link, you get on a sales call, right? Look, right now, if you're still with me and you're still watching this, and I hope that you're still here, right? Because this is all valuable stuff, right? If you're going to tune off, you're on your phone doing something different, right? It's like, that shows me that you don't want to make a 10K a month online coaching business, right? Sam Ovens has this famous quote, and it's very true. It says, you do not have business problems. You have personal problems that bleed into your business. So for example, like right now, if you're on your phone watching this and hearing me and doing the same time, like how do you expect to like really apply any of this stuff? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're doing two things at once. Oh, I'm still hearing you. Oh, yeah. What did I say in the last part? What did I say in the last part, right? You're going to forget. You should be taking notes, right? And I hate to be a little bit more, what that, right? But it's the truth, right? It's the real truth. You need to make sure that you're paying attention, because if you have a problem in your personal life, you have TikTok brain, you're a doom scroller, then it's going to be hard for you. Like right now, like currently I have one tab open up on my desktop. I have one tab, right? I used to be a doom scroller, but now I'm not doing that anymore, right? Now I can easily focus on one task, right? So I went a little off topic, but it's very, very important, okay? So we established offer, like literally a guarantee, right? And if you don't have clients, or if you're struggling, like, and you don't have lead flow, like what's the worst case scenario that happens? And honestly, if they don't follow like the program exactly, then they're not going to get the money back. What's the second thing? Custom videos, voice notes, like doing different things, right? In the beginning, it's like you have time. Right now, you have time. You can do all those custom things. If you're like looking at me like, AJ, it's not going to work. And I tell my coaches this, and I'm going to tell you this right now. You're here watching this video because something isn't clicking in your online coaching business. Something isn't working. So you may be watching this and saying, well, AJ, I don't think I can do that. Or AJ, that's not going to work. And you like are currently doing something that isn't working. And you're going to tell me something you haven't tried can't work. Help me understand that. Right? So those are like the major two things that I would do that can get you clients like that. Try it. Like literally make polls, make posts, like engage in conversations, make stories. Hey, I'm looking for 5 people. Be relentless on your follow-ups, right? Now, here's the crazy thing. I'm going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to give credit to Charlie Morgan, right? He follows, like he's a relentless follow-up. Like his team is a relentless follow-up. I know because I signed up for the program, right? And I'm a big Charlie Morgan fan, right? But here's the thing though. He has a relentless follow-up. In his famous quote, right? It's like, he does about, I would say from his process, it's like about 20 follow-ups from process to process to process. And even you may be hearing that and be like, yo, what the hell? And he says, I know this is extreme, but this is why I get extreme results. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with your follow-ups, right? Because a lot of times right now, there's probably money. Like, pause this video. I encourage you right now, pause my video, go to your DMs, and check out all the conversations that you have with potential buyers and how many times you follow up. Oh, they left me on red. Like, life happens. I'm not that important. You're not that important. right? It's like sometimes you just forget. Sometimes they're maybe with their family. They just say, "Oh, I'll reply later when I'm done with work," and they just forget. It happens, right? So the next thing you need to do is be relentless on your follow-ups. I would say, depending on what step of the process, if you send them a Calendly link or you're chatting with them, send them a funny GIF. Be like, hey, like I'm a big Pikachu person. Like I love Pikachu memes. Like it's always my favorite thing. I'll drop Pikachu memes like galore, right? And it gets then it gets them. Oh, I'm so sorry, right? And then you start the conversation again. Literally, if you do nothing else, but nothing else in this video, but you literally like go to your Instagram and literally just go through your messages and see how many conversations you started or people started that were with potential buyers, and you start conversations, I guarantee you, or near guarantee you rather, right, is you will get on sales calls and you will close deals. Like honestly, like really, like the money is made in the follow-ups with your social media, with your messages, right? I'm not talking about a sales call. I don't want to get into that video, right? But I'm talking about when you are chatting with them, like it takes time. You have to you have to be like relentless on your follow-ups, right? So I just gave you 3 things right now that can get you clients. I'm telling you, like literally try it. Make posts, do some custom videos, some custom voice notes, right? Get them on sales calls, send them a Calendly link, hop on calls, right? And like just I want to get back to it real quick, just a little touch on it. That irresistible offer, like literally, if you are struggling, like, and you check your ego out the door, bro. If no one's buying or girl, if no one's buying your program right now, no one is. You offering a guarantee is actually going to help you, right? And you obviously set the stipulations that hey, you have to check in with this, you have to do this, you have to do that. That is how it works. Okay. The next thing, okay, I want to get into this, right? And I'm gonna touch on it briefly, right? Is you need to run ads. You need to run Instagram ads, right? But look, when you run ads, right, and I covered in my other ad videos, you can go ahead and check it out on my channel because I have a lot, right? Is you need to make sure you have a good relationship with ads, right? I just released a beautiful, and I'm going to be a little cocky because I released a beautiful ad course for my community, right? If you want access to that, check down below and you can apply down below. But here's the point that I'm trying to make, okay? You need to have a good relationship with ads, right? You need to fully understand that, okay, usually what happens with coaches is that they don't have like the right knowledge with ads, and they just look at the money getting taken out of their account, right? If you just randomly boost a post, you're naturally just going to burn your money because you're just like, let's say you have a link tree, for the love of God, if you've heard me talk about in these videos, right? If you have a link tree right now on your bio, take it behind the barn and shoot it, because that, oh my God, that's the worst thing you could do. Only have one call to action, max 2, but I would say I'll encourage you only 1. Okay. So, okay, if you have one call to action, your profile is optimized, run ads. A lot of times coaches don't have the profile optimized. They're just boosting random posts because they want to get more views, but that doesn't really make sense, right? So it's like, if you literally, like right now, right, coaches often don't have an established price point. So therefore, like whenever they do run ads, they don't know what they're charging, or they're like not comfortable with the charging. So they just look at the dollars being taken out. But if you're confident with your coaches, like with your price, and you get it, ads shouldn't be a problem. So let me give you a real life example. My coaches on minimum at the time of this video, minimum per month, they charge $500 a month for their online coaching program. Minimum. Okay. If they run an ad, and the right ad that I teach, right, and I'm gonna give you one right now, which is very common, is like a follow me ad, like hey, you're basically telling your audit people to follow you. They follow you, and then they follow the program that I give, which is the DM play to get them off of your DMs, right? And let's say they spent, for the sake of basic numbers, they spent $10 a day for 30 days. That's $300. Let's say, and all my coaches sign the people up on agreements. It's very set in stone, right? Let's say, right, that it took 30 days to sign a client, right? $300. Follow me so far? Cost them $300, but they're charging $500. That means for that month, they profited $200, but then month 2, they're getting another 500. Month 3, they're getting another 500, and that person's probably gonna stick with them for a very, very long time. So it's like, you got to think about the bigger picture when it comes to ads, right? A lot of times, like, there's 2 ways to grow. Like, and I hope that you're still watching this, and I hope that you're still here, because there's only 2 ways to grow your brand, your business: organic or paid ads. Organic slower, paid ads is faster, right? If you're good, you just combine both. Basically how it works, right? Like, I have no problem paying Meta, YouTube to get my videos out to my target customer, because I know my content is is good, and I know my content, right, is funneled properly. There is a clear direction on where they're gonna go, right? And I know my numbers at the end of the day. So like, if I spent $1,000 a month in ads, but I acquired a couple customers, 1 to 2 customers, I know my numbers. So I'm not gonna get into my numbers, right? But very important, you know your numbers, right? But then here's the next thing: when you run ads, right, and then let's say you're messaging people, oh my God, they're not messaging me back. It's very easy to blame the ad when they're not messaging you back. It's very easy to blame the ad, right? But a lot of times, it's not the ad fault; it's your fault. It's not the ad is bringing you leads, but you're having a hard time getting them off your DMs onto your calendar, which should be the goal, right? You're not just trying to get them to follow you. You want to get them as a client. So run ads if you're not, like, simply like run ads, right? And I'm just trying to, like, honestly, with the point of this video is I just want to give it all to you. Like, call me Santa in what, July, right? And I'm in the US, so yeah, call me, Christmas is in December, so yeah, call me Santa. I just want to give everything. Like, I literally, like, I'm giving you the step-by-step formula. Like, I giving you so much. These 4 or 5 things that I've mentioned, literally you can do them right after you got this video. And you got to be, like, ruthlessly consistent, ruthlessly aggressive, right? Like 0 to 10K, if you're like in the borderline, maybe you hit 10K one, you go back down, I still consider you below 10K, even though you hit it only one time. Literally, the thing that you got to focus on the most is just content and conversations, but the right content that positions you as the expert, right? It's like, if you look at the videos that I have in my YouTube channel, I literally show you how to create the right content. I literally show you how to create the right content on social media. Like, with my client Micah, like, we won the school games, right? He produced over $7,000 in less than 30 days, no sales calls. And we're going to meet Alex Ramosi this month. It's going to be amazing, right? And it's like, with him, it was very simple. He just created content about his product consistently over and over and over again. And his audience, we got his audience on in the DMs. For him, it was a little different. We did a different method but I don't want to get into much of that. I still encourage everyone here to get on sales calls, but it was a little different with Micah, right? And I have a client right now. His name is Matthew, right? And you can check all my fact checks down below, right? And yeah, he's absolutely crushing it. He's on his 5th client, about $6,000 in new business in like less than 30 days in the program, same thing. So yeah, I wanted to give you as much value as I possibly can in this video. Like, I literally, like, if you're still watching this, you're a real one. You are, right? And I hope that you just apply this, and I hope that you just make a bunch of money. So those are the things that I would do to make 10K in 30 days. If you don't believe that, then that's gonna keep you stuck. If you don't try it, if you try it 1 day, 2 days, and then you just stop doing it, makes no sense. It's like someone that goes to the gym one time and expects to lose the weight or build the muscle. It takes time, right? But you can do it 1,000% if you have an audience. And now, if you don't have any audience whatsoever, like your brand's making new, you need to run ads. If you don't have money for ads, then guess what? You just start outreaching, cold outreaching. Okay, that's a whole different video. I used to do a lot of cold outreaching, and I'll still do every now and then. I don't mind. Get back in the game, But literally, it's all about, like, use what you got. So if you got no money, you got time, use it, right? I built my free school community to about 500 members, like, all organically. I had never ran an ad to my school account, right? I did that all myself organically. It took me a lot of time. I would have run ads in the beginning, but I didn't. That's a whole different topic. But hope you found this video helpful. If you are not subscribed to your boy, check out the button down below to subscribe to me. And if you want more information on how I can help you, check out my my community down below. Join my team and I will reach out. You'll see all the results and everything you're getting. Until we meet again, peace out.